My name is Professor Llewellyn Van Zyl. I'm a professor at the Optential Research Unit at the Nord-Ouest University, and I'm the Chief Solutions Architect at Psynalytics. I'm a positive psychologist, an expert in strengths, and an expert in well-being. So if you want to learn a little bit more about what makes you special and what makes you unique, listen to my video. So I want you to do me a favor. Take a piece of paper for a moment and get a pencil. And I want you to, in 30 seconds, write down on the front page of this piece of paper everything that's wrong with you. Anything you can think of. Things that you're not good at, things that you hate about yourself, blah, 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 right? Anything that you're not good at. Pause the video here, 30 seconds, write down everything that you've done. Everything that you're not good at. Okay. Now I want you to turn that piece of paper around. And I want you to write everything in 30 seconds, everything that is absolutely amazing, awesome, and excellent about you, right? So I'm going to give you 30 seconds and write that stuff down. Okay, welcome back. Can you see a difference between these two sides of the paper? Do you have a lot more negative things on the piece of paper than you have positive stuff? I do this exercise quite a lot, and we usually see people writing around 15, 16 things negative, and maybe 1, 2, or 3 positive stuff. Why is there that big of a discrepancy between these two things, do you think? Well, there are multiple reasons. The first one is, what is the one word that a child between 6 months and 10 years old hears the most? No, nein, nicht gut, right? Whichever language, it's always no. Why? Do not put your finger into that plug. No, do not put your hand onto that plate. No, do not get into that stranger's car. He's going to kidnap you. The reason is because no helps us to understand, to avoid danger. What is wrong, what could potentially harm us, what could hurt us, and what could potentially kill us, right? The second reason is that when you do something good, you got like an 80% on an exam, your parents say, oh, good job, that was nice. And they move on to something else because it's almost expected to do something good. So we never really get trained to figure out the stuff that we're good at. We don't get that reinforced learning, behaviorism. So we don't really get reinforced to look at the things that's good in us, in ourselves. And the third thing is, we're all 1% of something in the world. We're 1% the best in being creative, the 1% best in the world of talking about something, right? But the problem is that when we're really good at something, you're really kind. No, Remy, I'm just as kind as you. I'm super zesty. I'm a really good presenter. No, I'm just as good as, actually, Tal is a lot better than I am at it. Because we tend to take the things that we're really good at and we try to minimize it to be the same as other people. Why? Because our society tells us that we should not be bragging about what we're good at, right? It's not nice. Number two, if we talk about the things that we're kind of like really good at, we kind of feel that we are comparing ourselves to others, and we should not be doing that like in real life. So fundamentally, we're really good at identifying the stuff that we're really bad at and not so good at identifying the things that we're good at. So how can we change this? Well, I'd like to challenge you on one thing. I want you to go and figure out ways in which you can create that list that you have of 2 or 3 positive things and make that 17 or 20. Go sit down and really think about it. Write 2 or 3 or 4 things down today. If you run out of ideas, go ask your friends. Say, Remy, if you had to introduce me or to put me onto a blind date, right? How would you convince your friend, that hot girl with the blue eyes and blonde hair, how would you convince her to go out on a date with me? What would you tell her about me to convince her that I'm good enough to go out with that beautiful girl? Because when he says, oh, he's really kind, he's really empathic, he's really good looking, he's got very good hair, right? Those are usually the things that are strengths in yourselves that you either know or that you don't know, right? Because you have to introduce someone to someone else. The first thing that comes up into your mind is something that you're really good at, right? And now the question is like, if you go look at this list of stuff that your friends say about you, you can see, is there an overlap? Oh, I know I'm really kind, and 5 of my friends said I'm kind. Great, I know that. But if 10 of my friends say I'm creative, but I never thought of myself creative, Why do they say that? How do they know I'm creative? What evidence do they have? Because in that way, you can kind of learn more about yourself and the stuff that you're good at. Do you know about the Johari's window? The idea that there are certain things that you know about yourself and that others know about you, right? If you look at that 2.2 like little block, there are things that I know about myself and that you know about me. I'm English, I'm from the Netherlands, I'm a little bit arrogant, and I'm very creative, right? That's what everybody knows about me. There are things that you know about me that I don't know, right? Maybe I am not a very good speaker. Maybe I'm not very good at articulating. There are things that you see that I don't see about myself. There are also things that I know about me that you don't know about me, right? I'm not going to share that now. And there's this final block in this Johari's window where there are things that neither you know or I know about myself that I might potentially be really good at. I might be really good at learning Polish, but I've never had the opportunity to actually learn it, so I don't know. I might be the best in the world at playing piano. I've never had the opportunity, so I don't know. So the second way that you can kind of like figuring out the stuff that you're really good at is by trying new things and seeing what stuff sticks and what stuff excites you. So overall, these are the two suggestions I have to go and figure out the stuff that you're really good at. And the reason why this is important, because if you can start living these things, doing more of the stuff that you're really good at, you're going to feel better, you're going to function better, you're going to perform better, and Remy, you're going to get a lot better dates. Thank you very much.